All right, everybody. How's everybody doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, I'm so excited to be with you on tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another session of Power Session Live with yours truly, DMPSpeaks. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your families are doing well. Listen, tonight is and I'm not being biased, but I believe these are some good nuggets that I'm about to give you tonight. I want you to do me a favor before we get started, though. I need you to share this YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I want you to share this with someone tonight. If I can just get 10 to 20 people to share this live with someone, I think it will really enrich their lives tonight. I really, really do. And I'm not just saying it because I'm giving you the information. I really feel that what I have is going to help you reset your life and your goals. And that's what we're talking about tonight. Resetting your life and your goals. So you're really focusing on you. It's very important that you do that. Okay. Again, please share this with someone, right? And the next thing I need you guys to do, if you're not following me, please follow my page on my social media outlets. Instagram, which is at I am DMPSpeaks, Facebook, DMPSpeaks, TikTok, DMPSpeaks, YouTube, DMPSpeaks. I'm trying to help this world with the gift that God has given me to the best of my ability. So if you don't know who I am, again, I'm DMPSpeaks, but I am an empowerment speaker. I speak to change your life, but I also am a coach. I'm a self-esteem and confidence coach. And I come on here every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time to give you something that I feel will be helpful to you. The things that I've seen, the things I experienced, I want to see you change. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, and again, share this with someone. So resetting your life and your goals is imperative. It's so important for your right now, your present life, but it's also important, to reset yourself for your future. Because sometimes we just focus right now, and it's good to a certain extent that we just focus on our right now. No, there's a future that you're going to get to. You have to be able to focus on that as well. Now, at times we can be definitely confused on which way we should be going and where should we be going. We can be very confused on that. We also can be confused on where we want to be and who we want to be. I just got done doing another live talking about purpose, because it's so important. If you don't know not only who you are, but if you don't know your purpose and you're just here and you're not doing your purpose, that's an unfulfilled life, right? It's an unfulfilled life. So let's go a little bit further. When we reset our minds, we reset our perspective when it comes to us. Let me say that again. When we reset our minds, we reset our perspectives on who we want to be and where we want to go. And it has to be personal. The reason why I did this topic tonight, because a lot of us, we need to reset. We need to reset who we are, who we used to be, or who we are now, right? We've been doing the same things, the same habits, bad habits, some of them good, but some of them bad too. Some of these habits that we have, the way we think about things, how we react to things, not always the best thing. Some of the choices that we have made, they weren't the greatest, right? Some were good, some were bad or difficult to make. But when we start to reset our lives and we get in our 20s into our 30s. I'm hitting almost 40. I know I don't look like it, but but seriously, we get into a different groove. So when you're like in your teens and your 20s, you're trying to fill out yourself. You don't really know who you are yet. So you're trying to fill out yourself. You're trying to see where you belong or what group did you belong to. And then when you don't feel like you belong to a group, you feel like you're ostracized and you're isolated. Listen, you're not isolated. You just trying to find yourself. When you get to 30, you find out who your friends are. You really find out who you need to be around, who you don't need to be around, what you need to do, and what you need to be a part of, and who and what you don't need to be a part of. You get to that place, and then when you get to almost 40, you already settled. You got your friends. You might be able to open up for more friends, or you might be able to open up for more opportunities. I'm hoping that you will. But you'll get to the place that you're complacent. And that's not so much of a bad thing, but you're comfortable. But I want to help you tonight to even if you're in your 30s or 40s or even your 50s, I want to help you do some resetting. There's nothing wrong. And now resetting can be scary. Let me put that in there. Resetting your life and resetting your goals can be scary, because if you've been doing the same thing over and over and over, and then you looking to change, you might feel like you're about to lose friends, or you might feel like you're about to lose your mind, or you feel like you're too old. You're never too old to start something new. You're never too young to start something new. You're never too nothing to do anything. It's a choice that you got to make. It's a decision that you have to make, right? And you got to make it personal. See, we can change for others, right? But we got to change for ourselves first. I used to change for other people. I'll say it again. I used to change for other people. I felt like I needed to do that so that they can either like me, or or even more than like, I wanted them to respect me. I wanted them to know that they can count on me. So I would do certain things and say, I got your back. But as I started to get older, I found out I didn't really have to do all of those things. I did it from the heart, but I didn't really have to do those things because it became a nuisance to me. And I said, you have to be able to accept me for me. And if you don't, that's fine. And the reason why I'm talking about this, a lot of people struggle with some relationships. And I'm not just talking about between a man and a woman. I'm talking about friendships. Because again, we're talking about resetting your life and your goals. Maybe the resetting of your life right now and the goals that you're doing, that you're pursuing, maybe your friends don't get it because maybe they'll never get it. And maybe they're not supposed to go with you. And it's a scary thing when you grow up with someone and you kind of go different ways. You went this way and they went that way. But you got to know, what do you want out of life? And it's hard to find that sometimes when you don't know where to look, right? But any change that you have to make, any adjustment that you need to make for yourself, you got to do it for yourself and not for others, because it counts more when you do it for yourself. And again, I know what it feels like to live for other people. I would do things and adjust my schedule. I would adjust my goals. I would adjust my life for other people. But I had to start focusing on me. That sounds selfish, right? But it's not really selfish. It's that you are caring about yourself for the first time in your life. You're caring about your priorities. You're caring about your health. You're caring about your wealth, your money. You're caring about what you are a part of and what you don't need to be a part of. You're caring about your emotions. You're caring about your thoughts. You're caring about your well-being. You're caring about the things that you believe in and the things that you want to not just accomplish, but do and change. It's so important to do that. Now, it's hard to have a new pattern to do. What I mean by that is a new thinking pattern. Let me put it like that. People struggle, and I have struggled in my past, to think a different way. I have struggled in that area for many years. But I said to myself, I'm either going to stay in this place or I'm going to change. I'm either going to grow out of this area or I'm going to be stagnant. I had to move, and you got to do the same thing. You have to move, right? Now, what are the results? What results are you looking for when you make a change, when you are focusing on your life now? Everybody might not get it, but you can't worry about everybody else. You got to do what you need to do for yourself. And I want you to know, to be able to find how to reset your life and your goals, you need a strategic plan. You just can't go out and just start changing, because if you want this to be consistent, you got to have a plan to go with it, right? And how you have a plan and the things that you have in your plan, you have to maybe write some things down. Maybe you got to write some goals down that you want to accomplish. Maybe there are times that you need to read some books. Maybe you do need some coaching. Maybe you do need to go on YouTube and look at, how do I find not just my purpose, but how do I reset some of my goals? I'm at a certain age right now. I'm at a certain mindset right now. I'm at a certain place in my life that I want to pivot. We use that word so much, but it's true that you want to pivot. You want to make some changes, right? And a lot of times we don't make those changes because fear has grabbed us, right? Because the goal seems so enormous. And I'm glad that it is enormous, because that means that you have a lot to fulfill. I told you I'm different than other speakers, because I feel like my mother used to tell me all the time, boy, you think so big, you dream so big. And I said, yes, Mom, I do, because of what you guys have given me. Now, everybody doesn't have that. And I know it's hard to be able to build that, but a lot of times we won't do the things that we know that are necessary, the things that we really feel internally. We won't do it because of fear. We won't do it because we're scared about what our friends will say. Will they have our backs? Will they come? Will they support? Will they like? Will they comment? Will they share? Will they be there when I start that thing, whatever that thing is? And fear will start to intimidate us, hold us down, and make us believe that what we are doing is foolish, it's crazy, it's stupid. But it's not. Your idea is not stupid. The thoughts that you have about what you want to do is not dumb. The goals that you have, they're not dumb. Because you don't want to go out to clubbing on the weekend, that doesn't mean that you're a bad person, but you want some substance. You want to change. You want to grow. You want something different. You see something, you want to go after it. You got to make some sacrifices, right? I want to give you these things really quick. These are the 4 things and how to reset your life and your goals. You ready? I'm going to give them to you really quick within 2 minutes, because I'm kind of over my time. First thing is to recognize what's wrong and to fix it, right? You got to find out what went wrong in your life, or what's holding you back from making those life choices and those goals happen, and admitting that you need some help. I used to struggle because I didn't ask for help. I tried to do it on my own. Like, oh yeah, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I got it. I don't need nobody else's help. But I found out that I did. I needed somebody to show me the way for my life. And the goal that I had, the way that I was going after it, it didn't work for me, because I was trying to do like everybody else that did that particular goal. And it didn't work for me because it wasn't what I needed to do to get there. Because everybody's path is different. You got to learn, what could I have done better? What could I have changed about me in that situation? What could I have changed about my life so that my goals can come not even quicker, but I'll have a pathway. Now, reaching your goals are never easy, right? But it has to have, you got to have some kind of plan, right? And sometimes going back to fear, going back to depression, going back to people, places, things. Sometimes these things can sabotage you from making that change for your life and your goals and make you feel that this is not the right time. But you'll know when it's the right time because you'll get tired of the same old, and knowing that you want something different, right? So that's number one. Number two is defining your own meaning of life. Sometimes people try to tell you how your life should go. No, only God can tell you how your life can go. People probably didn't think that me starting this business was a great idea, but guess what? I am favored. I am highly favored of God, and so are you. I'm not trying to get churchy, but we're spirit beings. We're human, but we're spirit beings. What you are doing right now, whatever you're working on, you got that from the divine. That's who you got it from. So you got to define your own meaning of life because everybody's life is different. Are y'all feeling me on tonight? Everybody's life is different, right? What is your reasoning for being here? What is your purpose? Going back to purpose. It's not only just living, it's existing. A lot of us are just living. We're just here. We're going to work. We're going to school in person or online. We're just doing things the regular. But I was here. I've been in a car accident. I got a car accident at 8 or 9 years old. I broke my right knee. I had my left ankle rolled over. I had to learn how to walk all over again, everybody. I've been shot at 2 days before my 18th birthday. Nobody really even knows that. I towed up my truck a few years ago. A whole pole fell on my car and I seen it coming and I'm thinking it's going to crash through the window. And I never got no piece of glass on me. Why is that? First thing, somebody's watching over me. But second thing is, I don't just live anymore. There is something that I have to finish, start, complete, and finish. And so do you. That's why you're still here. That's why you're watching tonight. And what's important to you? This is number two, defining your own meaning of life. What's important to you? Having many followers and not being happy, having money and not being happy, or having fulfillment in your heart because you love yourself. You love the people that are around you. And it might be just 5 people, and that's okay. You might not have the big house, but you have a house that you are paying or you paid off. You might not have the Bentley and you might not have the Rolls Royce, but you got a good working car, right? And now you're working towards better. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I know I'm over my time, but I really want to bring this fully. What's important to you? You define your own meaning of your life. Nobody else but God can define who you are and who you're going to be. That's why you can't give up on people. You don't think nobody gave up on me? If I could tell you how many people have gave up on me without verbally saying that, it was their actions. And it hurt. But I had to reset. I had to let that person and what they did to me go. And that's a whole nother power session for another time. Letting things go that people have hurt you. That's another thing. I want to get off here as quick as I can. Number 3, and we're almost done. One more after this. Self-discovery. Really sitting down and taking time to learn you for you. I'll say it again. Taking time, turning off the phone, turning off of social media, putting some music on if you need to, and getting acquainted with you for you. Self-discovery. Finding out what takes you. What takes you to that new, that thought process that you have. Finding out who you are, what you like, what you don't like. Self-discovery, what you want to do, what are you good at. Then writing these things down in your phone. If you don't have a tablet, if you don't have a journal, writing these things down is so important. Finding out what you want to do. Because a lot of you are on your job right now and you know that's not what you want to do. You're doing it because it's the bills. I get that. But I found myself, I'm too stubborn to give up. I'm too stubborn, and I'm going to allow this stubbornness to take me all the way, and I'm going to help thousands of people from the gift that God has given me. I have to do it. It's a part of my life now. It's entrenched in my goals. I found who I am because of self-discovery. I took some time when there was no other distraction. I took some time and I found out who I needed to be. And the last one is changing course. Resetting yourself, it has to change your course. If you've been going down a path and you know it hasn't been working, there's a lot of things that people need to change these days, but they're afraid. They're afraid of losing that spouse, or they're afraid of losing that friend or those friends or their influence. They're afraid to do that. And I'm telling you, you got to change your course. I made a drastic change, and I'm not going to go into it, but I made a drastic change for me and my family about a year and a half ago. I was scared. I was scared out of my mind. I didn't know how things were going to turn out. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm glad that I did, because the pressure of continuing to be somebody that I wasn't, I had to let it go. I had to reset myself, and I had to change my course. Now, is my course clear right now? Fully? No. But not only am I trusting God, I'm trusting in what He has given me, so that what He has given me, I'm going to let it grow. I'm going to let it sprout just like a rose, just like a flower. But it takes time. And again, planning and strategy. Planning and strategy. Strategy and planning. You have to do that so that you can reset the right way for your life, and for you to reset your goals. Maybe the goals that you had before, maybe they're not the same goals right now for 2022. And it's okay. It's okay to push the reset button. It's okay to make changes, because you should be evolving. You should be growing. If I had the same goals that I had 10 years ago when I was 27, and now I'm 37, almost 38, and I got the same goals, something's wrong. So I knew I had to make the changes, right? But my thing is, and I gotta be done, because I'm telling you, I will talk for an hour. I don't want to hold you guys up anymore. I think I'm gonna stop right here. I just want to say this to you. First of all, thank you guys for being on tonight, because I'm definitely over my time. But I want to see you guys become the best version of yourself. It is so important to me, and I know it's so important to you, to become the best version that you need to be. I want to let you know I have a coaching program. It's an online program that's going to be coming out very soon, within like another month or two. It's called the Resilient Coaching Program, The New You. And it's going to be power packed with worksheets, resources, and you get 12 weeks of coaching with me. Plus, you get all these free stuff that I have for you. But until that comes in, I still have one-on-one coaching that I do every month with my clients. I help them rebuild or build their self-esteem and their confidence. I help them walk through their life and see what they need to change, it's not me making them change. It's the goals that they have. It's the life alteration. It's the resetting that they want to do. And I want to help you do that as well. So I want you, if you're serious about this, I want you to put in the comment section, I need help. I'm ready to reset. You can either put either or. I'm ready to reset, or I need help. And I will send you a personal message, and I will help you any way that I can. Remember, I have one-on-one coaching, and I have an online program that's coming out very soon. I'm very excited about it. I have some other things that's coming out, but I thank you so much for you guys' time. Listen, I'll be back on next week. Not as long. I took up a little of your time, but thank you so much for coming on tonight. So please do me a favor, share this and follow me on all my social media outlets. But guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And everybody, have a great night.